That's okay.
That was fantastic.
Excuse me.
Volunteer. Thank you so much for being here. I know this has got to be such an intense time for you. People have been lining up for days. And theaters are sold out everywhere, and there's this mania that surrounds the release of this film. Can you go out in public and just walk around, or is it too intense?
It kind of varies. I've been in London for a while, and I find it's very different in LA, New York, London. They're good examples of how people respond. In New York, they're like, "Don't flatter yourself, honey. I was not looking at you." And you're like, "Great. Just, you know, that's perfect for me."
What a nice thing to say to you. When you're just walking down the street, "Hey, don't flatter yourself."
Yeah. It's a distinct look. It's like a,
yeah.
No. And then in London, people are like sort of overtly polite and
yes.
Sort of just want to be nice
and polite, and they don't get too crazy. But here, it must get very intense. Do you ever? I mean, some celebrities, when they get to this sort of stage that you're at, they wear a disguise. Have you ever done anything like that? Have you ever put on, you know, made yourself look different so you could just walk around?
Right. Well, this isn't real. No, let me see.
That wig comes right off.
Yeah.
You're not Kristen Stewart at all.
It's a good disguise. No, I don't know. I tend to, I get by very easily. It's weird. I think, I don't know, I think Rob kind of gets, he's very approachable.
Yes.
I mean, not to say that I'm, I just think that it's easier for people to talk to guys. I don't know, it's sort of like, he's
also,
easy to...
some guys are harder to, I've noticed, just anecdotally, I've just noticed that women can look very different. They can just put a hat on and keep their head down, whereas guys, I can be encased in lead, wearing a full disguise, and people are like, "Conan O'Brien's in there," you know. I just look like Big Bird from Sesame Street walking down.
Well, you guys are bigger, maybe.
Yeah, and obviously Twilight has fans of all ages, but such a strong reaction from young people. Is it weird when you sometimes meet or you talk to an older person who doesn't understand how big it all is? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, "Well, that sounds fun. Good luck with that."
Yeah. It's funny to say to your own grandmother, you're like, "No, I know I've done movies and stuff, but it's a big deal, Grandma." You know what I mean? It's like...
And so they're just like, "Well, we'll see. Hang in there."
Yeah.
Good luck with your vampires and werewolves.
Well, we had, this is a true story, I had a party, and Andy, you were there, this is years and years ago, but Jim Carrey, you know, and no celebrities ever came to my party, but he just happened to be in the neighborhood, and he came to my house, and my mom was there, and she was over in the corner talking to him. This was not long after, like, Ace Ventura, and just all these massive smash hits, and my mom's talking to him, and afterwards I said, "Mom, what were you talking to him about?" And she said, "Well, he's an actor." And I told him, "You stick with it." My boy had trouble, but he stuck with it. And I just said, I said, "Mom, go to work," because she worked. I said, "Go to work tomorrow and tell everyone that you told Jim Carrey to stick with it." She was like, "Well, you tell me who it is. Tell me who it is." And I said, "Just go to work." And so she called me the next day, and I just heard people laughing at my mom. I showed her. But yeah, you said you were living in London. You're working on a project there. Is this the Snow White project?
Yeah.
And you've had to... First of all, how different is it to live in London? I've always wanted to live there. Culturally, it just must be shockingly different.
It is. It's weird. You get asked that by English people all the time. "Oh, it must be so strange for you to be here." You're like, "Well, you know, not that strange."
Right.
But I think the main difference is when you're on set, you get, and I'm expected to get, like, run around. "Kristen, go to set. Time to go." And I find myself sitting in my trailer, 5 minutes go by, and I'm like, "Are you guys, hey, guys, how you doing? What's going on?" And they're like, "Oh, well, we've been ready for 10 minutes, but take your time. Do you want some tea?" And you're like, "No, I need to get there now."
Right.
And
so they're not even
so polite.
They're so polite that they don't even tell you it's time to be on set.
No.
Have you ever been in your trailer for like 3 days in a row? "We didn't want to bother you." She likes little sausage and banging or whatever. That's why I'm not going to be cast in any British movies.
Right. A sausage is a banger.
Yeah, banger.
Just so you know.
Do you like the British food? Those breakfasts are... I love that breakfast.
I do too. Yeah,
the breakfast they make, it's a heart attack on a plate, but it's the greatest thing in the world. I mean, next to America. Sorry, gang. Okay, we have a clip here from the Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn, Part 1, and this is a very important scene. Well, you can set it up for us. I believe this is where you suspect that you may be with child. Is that right?
That's right, that's it. You got it.
With child. There are people snickering because I said with child. You may be with child, young lady. This is our show was written in 1895.
And the beard, I really love it. It's
You like the beard?
Yeah, the character is working. Yeah.
All right. Yes, thank you for liking the
Anyway,
beard. Beard
I'm
stays now.
I'm pregnant in this movie.
The beard stays. My wife will be like, "Are you gonna shave that soon?" Kristen Stewart likes it.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm gonna do. Kristen Stewart likes it, and it's gonna stay. Because I love her and she loves me. It gets very creepy.
No, that was good.
I'm a sad, sad man in so many ways. Let's take a look at this clip from the Twilight Saga, cool. Breaking Dawn, Part 1.
How many days has it been since the wedding?
14, what? Can you tell me what's going on?
I'm late. My period's late. It's impossible. Can this happen? Whoa.
You have such a hard time watching yourself.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen this clip now.
Yeah, I
so
know, but
much.
also, you couldn't tell this at home, but you were just squirming while that scene was playing, but I really like that about you. We have so many actors who sit here, and they're scene watching, and they're like, that's me.
They're captivated.
They're captivated by themselves.
So funny.
The Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn, Part 1, opens tomorrow, and thank you so much for being here. And and congratulations on everything.
Awesome.
Yeah, beard stays. Kristen Stewart, we're gonna break.